Hello, my name is Maxine Moffett, and you are tuned into a very special edition of Bridge Africa this week. We have the honor to be at the WSIS Forum for the World Summit of Information Societies, and today we actually have an interview with the lead Director, Secretary General of the International Telecommunication Union, Mr. Hulin Zhao.
Hi.
Thank you so much for being here today and telling Africa more about ITU and the forum, World Summit on Information Society Forum.
Yeah. It's a great pleasure to see you again.
Thank you.
International Telecommunication Union
Yes.
is a specialized agency of the United Nations responsible for global ICT businesses.
Yes.
ITU was created 1865. 1865, it's already more than 150 years.
Yes, exactly.
However, we were very pleased to get a chance to invite United Nations to organize the World Summit of Information Society. As early as 1998, we made suggestions, and then we successfully organized two phases of WSIS. The first phase was held in Geneva, December 2003, and the second phase held in Tunisia in November 2005. So after these two phases, the global family would like to continue to focus on the ICT development to facilitate the socio-economic development of the world. Therefore, we established this process called WSIS Forum.
Absolutely.
Since 2006, we started the first time, and then I'm very pleased up to 2015, 10 years, we saw a lot of progress. However, we noted that there's still a lot of challenges. Therefore, United Nations decided at its General Assembly in December 2015 to encourage the global family to continue this process with this forum. And we are pleased that this year we organized together with UNESCO, UNCTAD, and UNDP, and other UN agencies this year's WSIS Forum 2017 in Geneva.
Absolutely.
We found a lot of new issues here because our community, including public authority and private sector and NGOs, they find this platform not only as a platform to just review what happened in the past, what achieved so far, but also opportunity to look at some new issues, and also to take this opportunity to present those achievements by small, medium-sized entrepreneurs with their fantastic, projects.
Absolutely. The WSIS Prize specifically.
Yeah. Getting more and more popular.
Over the past 6 years, there have been more than 1.1 million votes towards the prizes. Can you tell me more about the WSIS Prize and why ITU has placed such an importance on looking for innovative technology projects around the world?
Yeah, you see that in the world everywhere. You have ICT now getting more and more going to every corner of the world and affect everybody's daily life.
Yes.
And you see that why we have so much progress is not only because we have big companies who offer us very sophisticated systems.
Absolutely.
But also it is thanks to the SMEs everywhere in the world. They know the technologies, they know their need of the local community, and they have fantastic ideas to offer their innovations to help the local community with the new technologies. So this kind of project, you can see almost everywhere. And thanks to them, if without such kind of support, I'm afraid we may take a much longer time to reach our people with new technology.
Right, because the solutions can't come from just big companies. It has to come from small companies as
Yes.
well. And I would really like to see more small and medium enterprises from Africa to know about the WSIS Prize and to apply for the 2018 application.
And I'm very pleased to see that over recent years we did have some prizes winners from Africa.
Yes.
And we have noted that more and more people get the knowledge about this process, and we also get a lot of active contributors from our process to select the winners.
Right,
It's
almost
quite good.
20%. Almost 20% is coming from Africa and other places around the world.
But I'm very confident that we have more potentials to attract more young and young people, and,
Absolutely,
young entrepreneurs.
And something else really interesting about the WSIS Prize is its connection to the Sustainable Development Goals.
Absolutely.
Can you tell me more about that?
We have WSIS process as output of WSIS phase 2, and we established action lines to encourage global family to go together with technologies on these goals. And the action lines, we have 11 action lines.
Yes.
And ITU, for example, is facilitated for action lines 2, C2. This is for infrastructure. And we have also action lines in C5, ICT3, also facilitated for cybersecurity. And we have some other like capacity buildings, like for education. So, we have many. And then for C7,
yes,
we have e-agriculture,
absolutely,
education. So for each of these action line, we set up a prize. And then we found sometimes very difficult to choose the winners because it's a fantastic project and marvelous achievement.
Yes.
And then we found also people would very much like to get the opportunity to show up at this process. So we, instead of just choose one winner, and we, for each action line, we chose top 5 as champagne.
Yes.
And among 5, we chose one, the top of the top, as winners.
Yes.
So I think that the global family welcomes this initiative, and they, enthusiastically present their projects and try to bid for champagne, bid for winner.
Very true.
And we do have cases, someone got the chance to be, awarded as champagne, and this year they've become a winner.
A winner.
Yeah.
And Mexico was very, very impressive this year. They had more than 12 champions, and I believe 2 winners, or 1 winner actually, which was very impressive.
Also Saudi Arabia, China,
yes.
And China never got any chance to be here with us, and this time they get a lot of
for the first time.
For the first time.
Wow.
Yeah. And China, that this is a huge ICT market there, and a lot of applications.
Absolutely.
And new companies like Alibaba, Tencent, they come from this market.
Alibaba is one of the kings of the world for information technology.
If today you have Alibaba from China, I don't know why we cannot have Alibaba
from Africa,
from Africa,
from India, from all over the world.
I was in Africa earlier this year, and several occasions I met with young people. They told me that the Secretary General, you don't think that we can become a next Alibaba? I said, no, I'm really confident you will be. If you have these visions in your mind, I'm pretty sure you will have a chance to become.
I mean, and when you read the story of Alibaba, you understand that this is someone that started in a small apartment building.
Very small. Nobody knows it.
No one believed in the idea. It took more than, people thought he was crazy. It took more than 10 years. He didn't have any money. When you see the story, you see it wasn't just the government of China who supported him, but it was really him who had to have the vision and continue it on when no one believed, and then others caught on and others caught on, and he went to all the small manufacturers in China and said, hey, we have this product, be a part of it, tell the world that you manufacture this, that you do this. And they played a critical role in really promoting the manufacturer sector in China. On that moment, I would really like for you to talk about the new agreement and process that you've signed with UNIDO for funding.
So 25th of April, we signed an agreement with UNIDO. It's a declaration of intention of cooperation. It's not for funding because we are not a financial institution, neither UNIDO. And we found there's still opportunity for us to work together to facilitate the ICT development, particularly small, medium-sized entrepreneurs, particularly to support the developing countries to move up quickly.
So how will this work practically?
Now, for example, UNIDO has their own membership, they have their own management, they have their own strategic plan.
Yes.
And we also have ours. And hope for all this, we can come join forces. And for example, to go to, for example, Rwanda.
Yes.
And to work together to see how can we work together with Rwanda authority or Rwanda industry to, industrialize their business and use ICT to facilitate the development. Instead of we go to Rwanda to prevent our plans, instead UNIDO go there, we present their plans, we can join forces
and work with Rwanda.
Work together.
And the chairman of this year's forum was the Minister of Youth and ICT from Rwanda.
He's excellent minister from Africa.
Yes.
We appreciate very much his leadership and his strong leadership, but also with very high enthusiasm to support us youth, to support ICTs.
Yes, and I believe they have an event coming up soon where Alibaba is going to be a part of the African city.
Yes,
absolutely.
That is in the middle of July.
Yes.
Alibaba, Jack Ma, we are going to Rwanda.
You're going as well?
Unfortunately, I have another engagement, but my colleague from another UN agency, UNCTAD, Mr. Kitui, Secretary General, he will go there.
Okay.
And then, that in April, we had a special event in Geneva organized by UNCTAD. So I joined that panel together with Jack Ma, with my friend of Kitui, and also DG of WTO. We talked together. And then, that Jack Ma told us that he's very busy. Everywhere they want to see him, and terribly busy. So I told him that, yes, you are busy. You cannot cut yourself in pieces to go to different places. But I can tell you.
Unfortunately.
But I can tell you, in Africa, I heard a lot of young people, they said, they will like to become a Jack Ma. I think that if we have more Jack Ma from Africa, from the others, I think we will save you some energies not to travel that much. That is, I think that it's a very good development. Jack Ma himself like to work with UN to promote, this ICT and e-commerce.
And work with Rwanda. And I think that story really goes along with the WSIS Prize as well, which really supports small and medium enterprises, civil society, and really, that initiative from the ground up on building things that your community truly needs.
WSIS process is quite important process because it is only UN platform to focus on ICT as enabler for SDGs. Before we had WSIS for MDG, Millennium Development Goals.
Yes.
That one is changed to SDG. And originally we consider that WSIS forum will stay with MDG, but MDG finished. The people recognize that still quite important to work together to facilitate SDGs by
reducing poverty,
by ICTs.
Yes, gender equality. Right, and there is also a new initiative as well, 2 new initiatives. I think you have one with the International Labor Organization to train
last one.
more than 5 million actors around the world.
Here we have also noted that people worried very much if the new technology that will kill jobs, will not give more chance to use to work. And the cooperation with ILO is absolutely important to show that we can use new technologies, ICTs, to facilitate the employment of young people. And
so you'll be training young people all over the world.
Yes. And we have our own training programs, and we can also work together with with ILO to focus on the job training and capacity building, this kind of actions. I think that will bring a lot of benefit.
It's very important in today's world where digital jobs are needed. And last but not least, I wanted to ask you about the new gender program that you also have for gender equality.
Oh yeah, this is absolutely important.
Yes.
Absolutely important.
Yes.
I'm very pleased to get this question.
Okay.
And gender issue is getting hotter and hotter. Myself, I'm a champion of gender issues in Geneva, invited by Geneva Diplomatic Corps, and I'm very pleased to join this initiative. And in ITU, we put gender issues very high on our agenda.
Yes, of course.
You know that we set up a special day for ICT for girls and women. Every year, we celebrate this special day the last week of April, Thursday. So it's easier to remember, Thursday of last week of April.
Right, I'm aware of that program.
This year is 27th of April. I was very pleased. We had our meetings with other UN agency heads.
Yes.
At the SEB meeting. So I invited a lot of head of UN agencies to join me to celebrate this day.
Right.
With the selfie, that
right.
they're all excited. Now, no matter how hard we had worked so far, and no matter what kind of efforts put by everybody together, we see, unfortunately, the digital gap for gender issues still getting serious, and in some areas even getting bigger rather than smaller. And we see some dangers that if we do not get more girls, women in the technology, in the ICT field, then the gap will become bigger.
Absolutely.
And bigger. So we worked together with young women to launch a new project, Equals in Tech.
Equals in Tech.
This one is the new one. Last year we launched, and we already worked with them to launch some other project earlier, that Gem Tech.
Right.
We awarded quite a number of distinguished business women who are very successful from their technology background. They moved up and then become a celebrity of the world.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
we are very pleased to award them, to try to encourage more women and girls to go to our technology business. But unfortunately, recently I was in Africa. I noted that in some universities, when it's my hobby, I like to visit universities. When I come to the member state visit, there are less and less girls in the engineering, technology,
in the STEM fields.
That is a big concern. So I would like to take this opportunity to encourage more girls to come to study this. And I can tell you that in this business you have also good opportunity for the jobs, and you have also good opportunity to participate at the leading technology development, and you have more opportunities to offer your own ideas, your own projects to bring benefit of ICT to our people and to help local people.
Yes.
So we hope with some kind of further efforts or new ideas, we can work together to improve the situation, to improve the situation at a speed faster rather than slower. So that really, at modern world, modern world, that we should not leave, our gender gap and we should eliminate this
yes.
sooner.
And we'll be happy to see who the winners of the and nominees for this new program will be. Equals in Tech will be, since you'll be announcing that today. So we'll look forward to that.
Yeah.
And I really hope that all in Africa and African governments, civil society organizations, and small and medium enterprises go to the ITU website as well as the website of WSIS process to be able to learn more about the process of applying for your programs, your ICT program, so that you can get involved in 2018, because everyone is needed as we look to bridge the digital divide and move into the new sector of the world. Thank you so much.